plus nitrogen is 14, so I can put it this way, plus what is oxygen? 16, then you have 6 of it. So 16 times 6, then times 100 over 1. So we use our mathematical instrument to fashion out this. So by so doing, I have 2 times 14, I will definitely get 28 here over, this one is 40 plus 28 plus 16 times 6, then I have 96. 96 times 100 over 1. So I have 96 plus 28 plus 40. That's what? 164. So I will definitely, so I have 28 over 164 times 100 over 1. So here, 28 divided by 164 multiplied by 100. Then I'm going to get 17.07. So I have 17.07%. So I go to my option and check out for the one that correlates to that value. So in the option here, I have A 17.15, B 27.6, C 8.15, then D 13.1%. So which one will definitely correlate to this? You have, this is approximately 17.1%. So if you approximate this all together, it will be 17%. So option A will be approximately 17%. So the answer to that question would definitely be option A, which is 17.15%. Therefore, the answer to question number 1 is 17.1%. Question 2. The volume of a given mass of a gas is, they give us the volume to be V centimeter cube. Then at P mm mercury, what is the new volume of the gas if the pressure is reduced? So you have your pressure being reduced. So the pressure is reduced by half. So even without even any calculation, common sense will tell us that since this is volume pressure relationship, and which one of the laws talks about the volume pressure relationship, it is definitely Boyle's law that talks about that. And since it is Boyle's law, which says that the volume is directly proportional to pressure. So it's inversely proportional to pressure rather. So the volume is inversely proportional to pressure. So at this point, what it simply means is that when the pressure is now reduced, what happens? So definitely, if the pressure is reduced by half, automatically what it means is that the volume will be doubled, since they are what? They are inversely related. So because you have PV, P1 V1 equals to P2 V2. So if you are working with P against your V, so you have P2 V2. And the question asks us to calculate the new volume. The question asks us to calculate it. So if you have the new volume, so automatically we have PV, PV. So this pressure, we have our V. Then we now have, let's say, this new pressure is reduced by 2. Then we have our new volume. So here now, what do? We have PV2 over 2 equals to PV. So now, by the time you cross multiply, you're going to have 2PV equals to PV2. So this P cancel this N. This P cancel this P. So what you have, V2 definitely be what? 2V. So you can see that even my literature has justified my calculation. So you can see that the V2 will definitely be 2V. So the answer to the question will be 2V centimeter cube. So that is option D. Then question number 3 says that the relative atomic mass of naturally occurring lithium consists of 90% lithium with atomic number. When you see AN, it means atomic number. AN means atomic number. Mass MN means mass number. So in that situation, they gave us lithium with 90%. Then we have the atomic number. So lithium atomic number, it can be written like this. Sometimes it might not be written like this. So atomic number will be the one down. Then the mass number. The mass number will definitely be 7 to be up here. So they gave us 90% of this. And they also gave us 10% of the same lithium because of the fact that it is going to be isotope of it. So their atomic number will never change. So it's the mass number that will definitely change. So you have 8. So the question asks us to calculate the relative atomic mass. So if you want to calculate the relative atomic mass, the one they call RAM, is definitely going to be 90 over 100 times the mass number 7. So you have it like this. You can put this on a bracket like this, plus 10 over 100 times the mass number. So here now, this one will definitely be 0.9 times 7 plus 0.1 times 8. So this times this will definitely be what? 9 times 7 is 63. So when you now have this, that will be 6.3 plus this one will definitely be 0.8. So if you add this up, you're supposed to get 7.1. So the relative atomic mass of lithium is going to be 7.1, and that is definitely option C. Now the answer to question 3 is 7.1. It should also be noted that this same question was also tested or repeated in UTME 2016. That is to show that they've got no other questions in their question bank. So all they keep doing most times is to repeat questions. So when you are conversant with most of these questions, you stand a better chance of scoring high. Now, the next question, question number 4. How many atoms are there in 6.0 gram of magnesium? In this situation, the question is asking for how many atoms. Now you know that number of moles, known as Mn, is equal to number of atoms over Avogadro's number. Remember, so this is the one you have to apply here, because at this point you have got to be very smart and fast, because you have less than 1 minute to answer a particular question. So go directly to a suitable question that will solve your problem. The question is asking you for number of atoms. The only formula that will connect number of atoms is number of mole equals to number of atoms over what? Avogadro's number, which is usually 6.02 times 10 to the power 23. It's a constant. Now, the question gave us the mass, and the question also gave us the relative atomic mass of magnesium, which is 24. So what you need to do here is, another formula states that number of moles equals to mass of substance over the molar mass. So in this situation, this is the one you have to apply to get. Why do you need to apply this one first? Because you are looking for this. You know this, but you don't know this. But you can use this, you can know this from here. So since the question has given the mass of the substance, which is what? 6 over the molar mass, 24. So 6 here 1, 6 here 4. So you have 1 divided by 4, and that would definitely be 0.25. So 0.25 is now the number of moles. So you come back to this place and supply it. That is the common sense here. So you have 0.25, which is now the number of moles, will definitely be the number of atoms, which the question asks you to calculate, over the Avogadro's number, which is this. So what do? Just cross multiply since you are looking for number of atoms. So number of atoms will definitely become 0.25 times 6.02 times 10 raised to power 23. So we can use our mathematical instrument to fashion out the answer here. So we have 0.25 times 6.02. Then we have 1.5. This is 1.505 times 10 raised to power 23, which is approximately 1.51 times 10 raised to power 23 atoms that we have. So let's go to our option and see the one that will correlate to this. So here, the option number A says that 1.20, no. B, 2.41, no. C, 1.51 times 10 power 23. That's the answer. So it will be option C that the answer is. Then the next question is asking us, in the reaction above, so the reaction above, what volume of hydrogen will be left over when 300 cm cube and 1000 cm cube of hydrogen are exploded in a sealed tube. You ask yourself,